Good morning, my lovers. I'm MJ. I'm the founder of Ultra Love. Happy to be here with you. July? Nope, not at all. Way off the other side of the year, January 24th. That might make it a Wednesday. So it's Wednesday today, January 24th. I like to do these daily readings to promote the brand, connect with all of you, sprinkle some vibratories. Positive, loving human vibratories into the airwaves. Big changes in the world. I continue to, it's all about that inner work and fighting that silence and visioning a better world for all of us. It's so easy. We all get distracted and we default into our conflicts, I suppose, or those familiar default settings are powerful in our being. And yeah, we'll just keep swimming, just keep praying for better days for everybody. And the fierce troubled souls that are wreaking havoc on the world, pray for those souls as well. I would dare say they're even more deeply troubled. So weird, isn't it? Life, it's a mystery, and yet we're all here kind of trying to figure it out. Like, what the heck? How do we get here? And what are we doing on this planet? Why do we do some of the things we do? And is that really human? Is that really right for us? So divine guidance and loving clarity. What? Divine guidance. Is that a bit of an Irish accent? I can't tell. What is divine guidance? Divine guidance and loving clarity for me, lover supreme. I'm not great with accents, I lived in Liverpool for 6.5 years. Still can't master the Liverpudlian accent. I studied acting. Anywho, let's go. All about bounce and flow. Dude, 222. Let's get more cards. 3 of Swords in the reverse. That's a heartbreak energy. Emotional turbulence, there's a little bit of emotional despair. 7 of Cups reverse with the 3 of Swords. This would be an energy of, I'm feeling like lying, energies of lies, deceit, betrayal. Sorry to say, it's rough. Although it's in reverse, so let's get some clarity on that. It could be that this is something that happened in the past, and or it's something that you're finally ready to move forward from. Like, maybe the intensity of the heartbreak is slowly dissolving. Still there, still lingering, but you're like, I'm ready. I'm ready to move on with my life. Oh, that's great. Because the Chariot is here. To me, Chariot is a fantastic card. It's an energy of inspiration. It's an energy of balance. It's an energy of feeling on purpose. There's a little bit of a fearlessness and an energy of protection. It's like moving forward fearlessly because you know that you're protected. That's a Chariot. And then, of course, heeding a call, having an inspirational sense of, I've got to do it. I've got to do this thing, right? So divine guidance, loving clarity. What's the 7 of Pentacle? 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacle reverse. This is... and I'm looking at the reversals going, okay, this is all good. This is coming from some turbulence, emotional chaos, I would dare say. Potential heartbreak. I mean, it could be to do with the love department. A 3 of Swords is a 3 of Swords. It's certainly in the traditional Rider way, it's penetrating the heart. So it's like uber duper painful heartache, right? But with the Chariot over top, that reversed 3 of Swords, I'm like, this is something you're overcoming. And whether it was you or your partner or friend, whomever that acted out in this transgression that would cause the pain, The double seven, sometimes, double, triple numbers coming up can be indicative of a major arcana type of energy. So just a slightly more intensified shift that's going on in our lives. The Seven of Cups reverse. It's like finally getting clear, like going, I can't deal with the distractions. If you've been through a breakup due to heartbreak, etc., then there's something like, okay, well, I'm done with that. I'm not going to go down that route. I'm not going to focus on that anymore. I want to manifest something new. I want to create something different. Seven of Pentacles reverse is like things coming out, things, manifesting. You've walked away from a lot as well. Like, this is an energy of like, I want to say like walking away from the things that don't serve you. And I'm hearing finally walking away from the things that don't serve you or have not been serving you. And that can be often being with the wrong people, especially if there's lies or deceit, and then the lies and deceit come out and you're like, oh, we're definitely not aligned. we're definitely not in this thing together, so as much as there can be the kind of like the impact of secrets and lies coming out or things being revealed, especially if we've been dealing with a lot of like mental confusion or lack of clarity, it's because we're with that energy, right? It's because we're aligned with an energy that's not clear, not honest, and whatever. And so it's impacting our ability to be clear and honest and to ourselves, right? So it's like thinking you're moving in a direction with a business partner, and then behind the scenes they're like doing something else with the money, right? Or saying lies, or whatever it might be, and then you're like, well, that's what are you doing there? Hence the Three of Swords. There is a fair bit of cup energy, so for a fair few there's likely a heartbreak with regards to, I feel like this is already closed, that like this might have been a breakup that was initiated 3 months ago or 7 months ago, or like quite a while ago. Like, this was a beginning of the end of the end. Yes, a lot of heartbreak, but you're gently moving forward after the intensity of the separation or the wound itself being kind of triggered. This only because like Eight of Cups reverse, like this is all kind of past. Like, you walked away. You walked away, set some intentions, grieved, mourned. That came up in conversation very recently, grieving, like this, getting to different points in our life and realizing maybe we've been deluding ourselves, or maybe we put people in a sort of fantasy bubble for our own protection. In any case, for whatever reason, we get to different stages of life and okay, I'm ready to deal with that. I dare say this global pandemic energy, obviously on a global level, it is what it is. But what I found fascinating was that so many, the large majority of us on this planet were forced to stop. And I recognize now, I was in my own unique situation and constellation throughout those lockdown periods. But I know what I found fascinating were how many people ended up like back in their family constellations. So suddenly, like, families that have been, the kids have been off traveling, or the kids have been working abroad, whatever it might be, or partners kind of ending up clumped together in the house, family constellations coming together. And the light in the dark exposing itself, the deeper healing come through, and or that creative energy through family, positive, healthy familial dynamics have also come through. Karma. It was like forced karma. It was like, you humans, you need to sit down and process some stuff, or face some stuff, or deal with some stuff, and then we'll let you out the other side. However, like many astrologers are speaking to, we're not really out of this. We're still very much in this global transformation, as it were, and some of these some of these propagated narratives or stories are all part of that process, of power grabs and enlightening us, and helping us to become more aware as a human species, right? So it's all positive, just coming through a lot of intensity. Ace of Cups, new beginning. So there is this new beginning for a lot of you. If there has, this is specific to a heartbreak and a love situation that you've been working through healing, and you're finally starting to move forward. You might start dating again. You might take on a new beginning in the love department. Let's just pick a few more cards for clarity. Yeah, some of you, I feel this, I'm getting an energy of settling down. Some of you are ready to settling down, but also sacred geometry. So a little bit of a labyrinth here as well, or like a maze, or perspective. So if you're here and you're like wanting to build something or create something or come together with other people to build something and create something, it's definitely within your vision, but you might need to zoom out. Like the bird energy is often like zooming out, right? Get a little bit of perspective before plowing forward. I do find that sometimes with good intention, and yet things don't necessarily come off because our ego gets too involved, or we're pushing too hard, and or again, these deep, profound soul lessons of like, that thing's not for you. Interestingly, I think within some of these new paradigm communities, and this is just me, my noodlings, but like I feel like that vision of like the land and like living off grid and is a push. There's a huge vision for that, but I can also see a potential for egoic distortion within those projections potentially. So I think it's important for all of us to hold dear our personal heart-centered vision, but also kind of relinquish control and let go, and if anything, just endeavor to live simply in harmony with nature and the people in our world. I think simple kind of nature living is for me anyway, part of our future in embracing the positivity of technological advancement, but harmonizing our human collective intelligence back into the cycles of the planet. I think there's something in all of that as far as like emerging all the best bits and then releasing, healing from, and letting go of the distorted aspects, right? The Lover's card. There's definitely a strong theme of love coming up. So I think for some of you, you might, it's like getting ready to date again. Yeah. Some of you might get like invitations to party, to go out, to go do stuff. I would take the invitation. I would ascension and dissension. So I think for a lot of you, you are coming into this choice point where, you'll just have some choices to make. But you are manifesting your desire. There's something you're willing to work on. You're willing to put the work on for sure. Work in, yeah. Anyway, my lovers, a little bit of ramble, a little bit of cards for you. Let me know if that resonates with any of you. Thank you for all your comments. I appreciate all of you at the YouTube channel as well. Some new people have popped into the comments, and it's a joy. It's an absolute joy to be able to share in this way. So I recently subscribed to someone who I find really authentic and kind of modest or something, or just just kind of humbling to listen to at the same time. One day I think I'll do a kind of proper story time about my own journey and ebbs and flows of creating an online business and putting oneself out there in the interweb. And just like I think we can all do this, it's so easy to like throw our opinions around or talk about other people doing the thing when we don't know them. And any of us doing this work can recognize it's weird. And it's challenging. At the same time, it is what it is. I think more and more people on the planet are going to be wanting to work for themselves, create authentically, be able to live in a way that's authentically healthy for them. I think a lot of the corporate traditional working paradigms are not healthy for our species and healthy for our bodies, you know. It was part of the learning, part of the process, but our generation, I think, really, we're really having to kind of own up and heal those disconnections or distortions. I'm out, you guys. My time is running out. Hala Shazam, take care. Peace out.